We acknowledge that Tri-Cities Community Television operates on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coquitlam First Nation. We thank the Coquitlam who continue to live on these lands and care for them along with the waters and all that is above and below.
Today is such a beautiful day. We're here to celebrate BC. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Humptimus. And if you can't say that name all that well, you can call me Steve. We're all related somehow, so that means you're my cousin. And because you're family, that means you can call me Stevie. On behalf of Celebrate BC, welcome to Celebrate BC, BC Day Festival 2026, here at the beautiful Rocky Point Park in the city of Port Moody. I thank you all for joining us as we come together to celebrate the people, the cultures, the communities, and the natural beauty that makes BC such an extraordinary place to call home. And that's especially true for all of us. Before I begin here with any more words, I would like to respectfully acknowledge that we are gathered on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Tsleil-Waututh and Coquitlam peoples, and we share this land with many other nations, with Squamish, with Katzie, Kwantlen, Semiahmoo, Tsawwassen, Musqueam. Did I say Squamish? And it's just very, very important to recognize that we all work together. We were the original stewards of this land, and we continue to watch over these lands, and we continue to promote the message of helping to take care of the land, so that way it's here for all of us to enjoy. It's something that's very, very important to all of us. So it is my honor to welcome the son of a very, very good friend of mine. We were having a talk just a few minutes ago, and I showed him a picture of his dad. He said, "This is who I thought was coming. I was so looking forward to seeing him." So I know as my friend here, my very, very young friend here, we're going to get to know each other really well today. And I'm so honored to welcome Sam George, a representative of Tsleil-Waututh Nation. So I invite him up here now.
Awesome. Thank you for the beautiful introduction, my friend. Yeah, as introduced, my name is Sam George Jr. I'm proud Tsleil-Waututh member on my mother's side. I'm Squamish on my father's side. I thank you for recognizing who we are as people, as First People. As Tsleil-Waututh, the name itself means people of the inland. It's because we've lived in the waterways out here for thousands and thousands of years. There was a saying in our language that when the tide was out, the table was set. And what that meant is that there was enough food in these waterways to sustain us for thousands and thousands of years. And so what we're doing right now is this called protocol, because we like to call it opening the doors in a good way. We're inviting our ancestors to come through and spend some time with you today in this beautiful area. When the rains happen, we call it washing, because everything is a bit greener. Everything looks a bit more green and cleaner today, for the celebration that's going to happen. And so that's a little bit of an extra blessing. The rain was sent in a good way. It was sent to wash things off and be ready for today and celebrate in a good way. So as a representative of Tsleil-Waututh and my ancestors, I want to say welcome. Welcome to our territory, and continue to figure out and remember who we are as Tsleil-Waututh. And thank you again on behalf of my people and my ancestors. I say Osiam and Haichka. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Osiam.
Osiam. Thank you, Sam. I'm really, really honored to meet you in person today. So I forgot to introduce myself. I'm an elder with Coquitlam First Nation. So when I say that we have a shared interest of this land, yes, we do. We're near one of the original village sites for Tsleil-Waututh people. And this is the shared area where so many nations used to come up the water here and to visit with us, just like you heard Sam talking about, the table being set. We had so many people come and share resources and the food with us. So thank you so much for reminding us. Music has a wonderful way of bringing people together. Who agrees with that? Yes. I now would like to welcome our local music artist, Adam Turpin. Are you here, Adam? All right. Very nice to meet you, Adam. Okay, awesome.
Good morning, everyone. Happy BC Day weekend. Today I'll be performing a song for you called Beautiful British Columbia. This is originally written by local BC artist Alan Moberg, and I'll be joined by a pianist, Giant Story. Thank you for allowing us to perform here. As you follow the sunset on over the mountains, west to the ocean where the soft breezes blow, there blooms the dogwood high in the tall wood, a British Columbia land that I love. Beautiful, beautiful British Columbia, rivers and valleys and the mountains above. Beautiful, beautiful British Columbia, evergreen playground and the land that I love. It's there we go sailing out on the blue ocean, the big Thai salmon we fish off our shores. Vancouver Island is just off the mainland, a picture of beauty that none can compare. Beautiful, beautiful British Columbia, rivers and valleys and the mountains above. Beautiful, beautiful British Columbia, evergreen playground and the land that I love. You'll find scenic splendor in the land of adventure, from the mighty blue Rockies to the sand by the shore, where God in His glory made a fairyland story in British Columbia, land that I love. Beautiful, beautiful British Columbia, rivers and valleys and the mountains above. Beautiful, beautiful British Columbia, evergreen playground and the land that I love. Beautiful, beautiful British Columbia, rivers and valleys and the mountains above. Beautiful, beautiful British Columbia, evergreen playground and the land that I love.
I was just going to say, there's so many buttons on that keyboard over there. I don't know which microphone I have to use yet.
Use your wireless. I didn't sound yet.
Thank you, Adam. You have a very beautiful voice. And I'll be honest, that's the first time I heard the song. Okay? It's the first time. And I love the lyrics of it. What a way of bringing us all together. So I thank you, and I thank our young artists here playing the piano. This was so awesome to hear. We will now begin our greetings from our distinguished guests. Please join me in welcoming Rick Glumac. He is a member of Legislative Assembly for Port Moody, Coquitlam, to bring greetings on behalf of the province of BC.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and happy BC Day, everybody. Do you guys know that BC Day started in 1974? And it was actually the BC NDP that brought that in. We do some good stuff, you know, once in a while. Right, Zoe? Yeah. And it gives us an opportunity. It's a great holiday because it gives us an opportunity to think about the place that we live, our beautiful province. And you know, it's not just BC Day, we go out and we enjoy this province, it's every day. But it gives us a chance to reflect on that. And we're a province where many people from around the world come here, share their cultures and their language, and we share this land with the First Nations that have been here for millennia. And it's, I think, that diversity in British Columbia that really gives us our strength. And you know, when we have such a beautiful province and such incredible people, we need to do our best to protect that, protect the natural beauty and environment that we have here. You know, I've traveled all over the world, and there's no place like this. And the people here are incredible, and we can build a good life here in British Columbia. And so on BC Day today, let's take a moment to be thankful for where we are and share and celebrate together. So on behalf of the province of British Columbia, happy BC Day, everybody. And I just also want to acknowledge, it's really unfortunate that the rains came today, because I think this park would be full of people if the rains didn't sort of drown things out in the beginning. But I know more people are going to come, and I really want to thank the volunteers and everyone that worked so hard to put this event together, and I hope that we can continue doing this for many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, MOA Glumac. Really honored that you're here with us today. It is now my pleasure to invite Her Worship, Megan Latte, Mayor of the City of Port Moody, to offer greetings. Mayor Latte will also recognize members of Port Moody City Council who are joining us today.
Thank you so much, Humtimus. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. And as Rick mentioned, it's unfortunate there aren't more people here, but we are so excited to kick off the inaugural Port Moody BC Day celebration along with Finn Donnelly. Finn here. I'm delighted to be here to celebrate the first ever Celebrate BC Port Moody event. It's an exciting moment, not only for Port Moody, but for our entire region and for everyone. It's important that we're following the success of last year's event that happened in Coquitlam, the inaugural event in Coquitlam, when we're incredibly proud to be here this year to have the first ever Port Moody event. When Finn Donnelly, the president of Celebrate BC, first approached me last year with an idea that we would be bringing this event to Port Moody, I didn't need much convincing. I immediately saw the potential, and it was a chance to showcase our city, celebrate our unique character, bring people together, and create something memorable for residents and visitors alike. I want to acknowledge, while we're here, that I have two councillors here with me, Councillor Samantha Agtrap and Councillor Kyla Knowles is also joining us here today. I was excited, they were also at the event last year. I was excited to support the idea of having the festival here, and as Rick mentioned, we're hoping that more people will come later on today. But it's wonderful to see the people that are here already to celebrate this vision that we had and see it come to life today. Looking around, it's very clear to see that there's been a lot of hard work put in planning and executing what's happening on the park today. This event has brought people together and from across the community, and we're hoping that people can have an opportunity to learn and to celebrate and have fun, all in the spirit of understanding that this is the most beautiful province to live in the country of Canada. One of the highlights for me is seeing people taking part in the canoeing that's happening over on the inlet right now. I think they're out on the second boat right now. And our waterfront and our connection to Burrard Inlet is a huge part of what makes Port Moody the special place that it is. And I was extremely gratified to hear the explanation from Sam George about how this was the ancestral homelands of the Tsleil-Waututh people. And this used to be a place where what they called sort of like they would welcome people into the inlet, and the Coquitlam Nation is one of those that was welcomed in, along with many others. But events like this don't happen on their own. They take vision, they take partnership, and a tremendous amount of effort. And I'd like to thank the organizers and the sponsors and the volunteers that are here today. So I think we should give a hand to Finn and his group. And I see we have some city staff over here in the crowd, and I'd like to thank them as well for all the work that they've done to help bring this together with the organizers. It's that type of partnership that helps make an event like this successful. So, and it's not just successful because of the amount of people. This is successful because of the dream and because of the starting point. We started with nothing, and now we have a wonderful festival, and we're just going to grow that from year to year. Today's celebration is a great example of what can happen when people come together like that. And I'm hoping that this will return to Port Moody next year. We're going to have 5,000 people here next year, according to Finn. So I hope you've enjoyed. How many people here actually had some of the pancakes for breakfast? Great, I see lots of hands. That's great. I hope you enjoyed your pancakes this morning. And I encourage you to take advantage of all the opportunities that are here on the site today. From the canoe paddling to the Indigenous Village Market and the cultural experiences and the entertainment that is here. And there's also $10 food trucks across the back. So if you have friends and family that aren't here yet, get a hold of them. Tell them to come down. It's a great event to attend. So thank you again to the organizers for being here today, and thank you for joining us, for those of you that are here. Congratulations to everyone who helped in this outstanding inaugural Celebrate BC Port Moody event, made that possible. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you, Mayor Latte. It's always a pleasure to be able to share the speaker with you. And, you know, it's always wonderful to see you and council working together here. Yeah, really awesome. And I'm also very happy that MMA Glumac is here as well. It is also my pleasure to announce somebody who I have seen working for you since she was on council. I'd like to invite to the microphone now MP Zoe Royer.
Well, Roya, yes, thank you so much, Humtimus. And you know, it really doesn't get more British Columbian than to have blueberry pancakes, a canoe paddle, all in the pouring rain, and then suddenly for the weather to change. And here we have this incredible beauty that we know to be this place that we love right here in Rocky Point Park. It is such an honor to be hosted by Tsleil-Waututh and Coquitlam First Nations, whose leadership and cultural guidance are at the heart of this celebration. And for me personally, I'm also really, really thankful to be surrounded by family. And I see my daughter Carola, my grandson Bowen here today. I know that my husband will be here later. But being surrounded by family is also what makes BC Day so special. And I also want to thank Finn Donnelly of Celebrate BC and Success, because I know that Success was a great collaborator in today and August 3rd's event. But Success helps newcomers settle, find work, and feel at home. And all of that contributes to what makes BC so great. It's not just our amazing mountains and the water that surrounds us. It really is the richness and diversity of our people. And I want to thank the volunteers, the sponsors, and community partners who really did brave the torrential downpour this morning to set up and be ready for us right now. They really did make today possible. I'm Zoe Royer, and I am the Member of Parliament for Port Moody, Coquitlam, Anmore, and Belcarra. And it's my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of our federal government of Canada and Prime Minister Mark Carney. And I'm delighted to share the stage with MLA Glumac, Mayor Megan Lottie, Port Moody City Council, and Rosie Manhas is here from School Board 43. Thank you. Having been on City Council and having been a school board trustee and now as your Member of Parliament, I'm so thankful for these relationships that I have, because when governments work together, we deliver results for our community. So just a big, big thank you to each of these elected officials that are here on stage and our Indigenous partners, Humtimus, and of course, Sam George. So thank you very, very much. And the celebration will continue. It will be in Coquitlam, and that is amazing, by the way, Finn, to do 2 signature events, the second annual for Celebrate BC. So thank you, everybody. Enjoy the day and enjoy the sunshine. Merci.
I really thank you, Infant Royer. As everybody knows, you see it in the news so much how we all have a hard time pronouncing each other's names. I'm no stranger to that. Right? So thank you for gently correcting me. Yeah, thank you so much. So, Celebrate BC has been made possible through the dedication of many outstanding community partners, and one of them is Success. It is my pleasure to invite Ryan Drew, who is our Chief Program Officer of Success, to offer greetings on behalf of one of our valued community partners.
Thank you so much, Stephen, and I just want to say you're killing this MC role, so good job. So it's almost afternoon, so I'll say good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Celebrate BC. It is wonderful to see so many people gathered here today to celebrate the people, cultures, and communities that make British Columbia such a vibrant and welcoming place. BC's story is shaped by many voices. It begins with Indigenous peoples, in particular the Tsleil-Waututh and Coquitlam peoples. They were the first peoples of this land whose cultures, traditions, knowledge, and leadership continue to enrich and strengthen our province today. It is also a story shaped by people from around the world who have come here across generations, bringing their own experiences, perspectives, and contributions. Together, these diverse communities have helped build the British Columbia we know today, a province defined by resilience, innovation, compassion, and a deep sense of community. Today is an opportunity to celebrate our shared successes, learn from one another, and recognize the many ways that our differences make us stronger. By embracing diversity and fostering inclusion, we create communities where everyone can belong and thrive. Thank you for being here and for the contributions each of you make to the fabric of our province. I hope you enjoy today's program and make meaningful connections and leave feeling inspired by the stories and achievements being celebrated. I particularly want to thank the vision and leadership of Finn and of Al Lau, who is out there, I'm sure, taking photos. Of course, my staff and the amazing volunteers that are here helping out today. This event also wouldn't be possible without our sponsors, so I truly thank each of them for contributing to make this event possible. So with that, I do want to say welcome to Celebrate BC. Let's enjoy this special day together.
Thank you so much. And it's very good to see you again. On behalf of Celebrate BC, I want to thank you and thank Success for being a part of this. I say on behalf of Celebrate BC, because even though I'm a member of Coquitlam First Nation, in our culture, when we're asked to MC events, for us, it means we're asked to be the speaker on behalf of the family. And our family here today that I speak on behalf is Celebrate BC. So I thank Celebrate BC for entrusting me to be here in front of you. Sorry, I'm trying to turn so that the wind doesn't blow over the mic. So to conclude our opening ceremony, it is my pleasure to invite a very, very long-time friend. And this is since the first year I tried to run for city council. Can you believe that? I tried. Right? 2002. He was my mentor. He was the one that was helping me to be able to speak without fear. Because believe it or not, I used to be really shy. And Finn helped me to overcome that. You know, so I invite Finn Donnelly, Chair of Celebrate BC, to deliver today's.
Thank you very much, Optimus, and what a great job as our MC. He's not shy anymore, hey? Fantastic. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Celebrate BC. My name is Finn Donnelly. I'm the chair of Celebrate BC, and on behalf of the organizing committee, I'd like to welcome you to the inaugural festival right here in Port Moody. Thank you, Sam George, for welcoming us to your traditional territory. It was very important that this festival be done with the blessing of the Tsleil-Waututh Nation. Thank you to all of our elected officials who you've heard open this festival. Thank you all for being here today I know how busy you are and your time, and to come out to Celebrate BC, we really appreciate, as Optimus has mentioned. So thank you very much to all our elected officials. And a big thanks to Success, our lead partner. Ryan, we could not have done it without you. And please say thank you to Queenie as well. It's wonderful to see so many families and friends and community members enjoying the festival. Did everyone enjoy the pancakes this morning? A quick thank you to the Coquitlam Kin Club for flipping the flapjacks. Really appreciate that. Celebrate BC is a time to recognize our shared values and many cultures that make up British Columbia and make it so unique. It's a celebration of food, of music, and you heard earlier Adam Turpin sing Beautiful BC to open up our festival. Of language, of history, and most importantly, of people. We hope you enjoy today. Enjoy a ride in the big canoe, stroll through the Indigenous Village Market, listen to our performers right here on the stage, or take in the kids zone. I want to say a huge thank you to City of Port Moody Mayor and Council and city staff. Karen's over there talking away. She heard. The city staff made it so easy to make this festival happen. We really appreciate all of their support. And Mayor and Council, as Mayor Lati mentioned, were right here from the start. She announced in Coquitlam last year that it would be happening in Port Moody, and we will continue to make that vision and make this festival grow in Port Moody. She also mentioned thank you to the sponsors. The City of Port Moody was a huge sponsor. Ani was a big sponsor, and so many others. Pattison Food Group donated the breakfast, the pancakes. So many others making this festival a free admission to make it affordable and accessible. I want to also finish by thanking all of our performers and especially our Celebrate BC volunteers who have worked so hard to make this festival happen. Finally, a very big thank you to Al Lau, our festival director. How about a big round of applause for Al Lau? Maybe it's behind us. I know Al, oh, it's right there. Right there. Al and our whole crew of volunteers and on the dedicated committee, we really appreciate. And thank all of you for joining us today. Hope you enjoy the day, and please remember to tag your photos to #CelebrateBC. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna call everyone up, yeah. So, just a couple more things. We're always very popular with doing housekeeping announcements when we're doing our Indigenous events. Does everybody need to know where the porta potties are? Right over there! We always take care of the land. We ask everybody not to leave your garbage on the ground. You know, if you, there's lots of garbage that goes around the park here. So we ask you, please help us take care of the land. The wind is really strong. Thank you. You heard Finn make an announcement that we have our Indigenous Village Market here. So today, to my left, we have 5 vendors, including our Tradish food truck. She has lots and lots of traditional medicine jam. We have 4 vendors. We got Sweetgrass. We have Sacred Stone. We have Creations by Auntie. And I'm sorry, I can't see everybody. But the reason why I'm bringing up my vendors here is because what I want to talk about very, very quickly, the difference between cultural appropriation and cultural appreciation. At so many events that we have here in this city throughout the year, we have so many artists that come out at all of our events that we host here in the city. Right. I encourage you to meet with those artists, whether it be Indigenous or another culture, because BC is built on this very, very important opportunity to share our cultures with each other, like being in the canoes. When you're in that canoe, you introduce yourself and you say, hello, my name is Humptimus, and I'm about to enter the canoe, and you're gonna ask the canoe to take care of you while you're on that water, you know, as part of cultural sharing. So that's appreciation. Please, please, don't feel bad about buying. You're actually supporting our local artists. You're supporting the efforts of the canoe stories today. You know, I really, really, really encourage you to meet with our artists. And any other event you go to, sit and talk with the artist. Because there's nothing that an artist appreciates more than saying, yes, I want to tell you why I created this. Okay. So I just really wanted to quickly share that. I would like to invite forward and give special thanks to Heidi Hughes, City of Coquitlam. And I met this young lady not too long ago, Rosie Menez, School District 43. Leanne Mora from TransLink. Oh, she's here, okay, awesome. And Margaret Wong on the TV. All right, awesome. These are some of our greatest supporters as well with Celebrate BC. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached the official ending of today's official opening for Celebrate BC. I would like to invite all of our dignitaries up front here, and we're going to do a photo op. I want to give a big thanks to Tri-Cities Community TV. Thank you for being here with us. Woo!
Say cheese, please.
BC!
How about salmon?
Celebrate BC! Woo!
really don't appreciate the rainy weather we got today from Alberta, but it's a good day for the BC celebration. And happy to support.
Well, I'm supposed to be supervising this thing, and I think these guys are doing a great job with the minimum supervision. I'm very glad to have this team backing us up.
Because I would be Coquitlam Santa.ca.
This is the Malaysian flag, this is a Brunei flag, and that is a Singapore flag. And we are Malaysian, Singapore, Brunei Cultural Association. That's why we got this flag, but it's open to all Canadians. The club has been here for 50 years. Thank you very much.
These are our paddles. They're made of wood, and we want to treat them with the most respect that we can. So, number one thing, they are not swords. You do not fight with them. They're not shovels. You don't dig them into the ground. Please, just if you want to rest it, you can just rest it on your foot. So yeah, this is our paddle. It'll get us where we're going and back. Forward in French, you're going to start paddling forward. 1, and 2, and 3. Let it ride. Nice. Let it ride means stop paddling. All right, very important command, let it ride. If you hear it, just stop paddling. Stop whatever you're doing. Very nice. If you pull further back, if you pull up here, you're mostly just pulling water up and you're splashing your friends behind you. Not very useful, and it's a waste of energy. So yeah, pulling from here and then recovering. Very nice. So that's our main paddle stroke that we're going to do most of the time because we're going to be paddling forward. Then if we want you to stop the canoe, I will say such thing. I will say stop the canoe. You're going to put your blades in the water and slow it down until I tell you to let it ride. All right? Keep your paddle in the water until I tell you to let it ride again. Not until you think we've stopped, because that can be deceiving. All right. And then back paddle. Push the water forward, and we will back paddle. Very nice, very nice. Just like that. The right side draw. Everybody on the right side is going to pull your paddle to the side, and you're going to pull the water towards you. So rather than being forward or back, it's sideways. So you pull the water, you draw, that's why it's called the draw, you draw the water in towards you. So you draw right or draw left, or whatever side you're on, you're going to draw. All right. Prepare to paddle. Yeah, prepare to paddle. Paddles in the air. Prepare to back paddle. And back paddle. And 2, let it ride. And stop the canoe, let it ride. Prepare to paddle. All forward, en avant. 1, 2, let it ride. Paddles in the air. Very nice. All right. Voyageurs, prepare to salute. And salut. 1, 2, 3, salut. All right, we can do it in French, hein? En français? OK, voyageurs, prepare to salute. And salut. 1, 2, 3, salut. Oh, nice. Looking good. Any questions? You can do, you have access to both sides. So yeah, right now you can do the draw left. Very nice. We got to battle the wind a little bit. Keep drawing left, very nice. Hey. All right, so folks, if you look at, it's easier to see the other canoe, each of you. So you can see that they're painted to look like that birch bark. So yeah, they have that Algonquin design style. They're made with modern materials, but they are replicas of the birch bark canoes that were used in the fur trade days. Same shape, pretty similar weight actually. One interesting thing though is with the birch bark canoes, birch bark would absorb a little bit of water throughout the season. So at the beginning of the season, they weighed about the same as these canoes, around 700 pounds. And at the end of the season, they would weigh about 1,000 pounds. And, most of the time they were paddling up the rivers and lakes and such. But once in a while, I don't know if you heard about portages, if you've ever heard the word portage. That's when you have to carry everything, because sometimes the rivers didn't quite connect. So they had to take everything out of the canoes, all the goods, the big bundles of goods. They would fit about the equivalent of 2 Honda Civics worth of goods in each canoe. So that's a lot of weight, a lot of goods. And each voyageur would carry at least 2 90-pound bundles. So that's a lot of weight. And then there would be about four voyageurs who would carry each canoe. So you do the math. That's a lot of heavy lifting. Yep, that was hard work. And not only that, but they also would carry the dignitaries. So sometimes they were, like right now, it's probably our media people who are the dignitaries. But yeah, they would carry the dignitaries to shore when they arrived, because the canoes can't touch the rocks on the shore. So, and they would carry the company executives, the accountants, whatever sometimes they would bring painters to, to document the territories that they were paddling through and such things. So. Yeah, it was a lot of hard work, but they persevered and they worked as a team, and it was great work. So, yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of that experience. Very, very gentle version of that experience today. Celebrate BC. All right. Yep, everybody's doing quite well, really. Look how beautiful. All right, what a beautiful place to be in these canoes, right? So yeah, obviously, these canoes, they were not, this is not the place that these canoes were designed to paddle. The cedar dugout canoes were traditionally used in these waters. So for example, Tsleil-Waututh Nation had a village around here, for thousands of years, many thousands of years. And it was considered a very abundant and very fortunate village, because there was everything they needed, all the resources. There were cedar for harvesting cedars on the shore, and there was a lot of seafood in this area. Like, this is an amazing place for fishing for seafood. In those days, before all the pollution of colonization and all that, and all this industrialization, of course. But yeah, this was considered a very, very good place to be, a very great village. For the people of Tsleil-Waututh. And yeah, these were their ancestral highways, these waterways. So they would paddle, and then this would connect very easily to the Fraser River in that direction, instead of going all the way around the city of Vancouver. So they could go from North Vancouver, that's just kind of around that bend and around that way. We could paddle all the way here from North Vancouver in probably about an hour if you have really strong paddlers. And so, yeah, when you think about, the efficiency of that, it's amazing. And getting to all the different places. You could get to Vancouver, you could get to Squamish, you could get to, like, the top of the Arm, the top of St. Coquitlam, where there's, in Tsleil-Waututh, there's a fishing village with a beautiful river that has, the salmon run. Every other year has an amazing salmon run. So, yeah, this is the ancestral highways, like the First Nations of these territories would call them. So we're very grateful to be on these ancestral highways. Tourne ma roulette, vire, vire, vire. Ici un petit avocat. Tourne ma roulette et virons-la. Yeah, look at that, look at this. Oh yeah, oh yeah, keep it up. Keep going, keep going. Yeah, woo. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, woo. All right, all right. Woo, woo, woo. The far one. Hey, hey, hey. Woo, let it ride. Woo. I didn't.
Center, how do I get better once I've had the best? You said there's tons of fish in the water, so the waters I will test. He kissed my lips, I taste your mouth. Drive me crazy, make me happy, don't care. You're the only one I see. Baby daddy, be with me.
There's another thing everywhere.
Was he know nothing like it? Rod had a request for some Jack Johnson, so here we go.
There's one more cultural lesson I want to share with everybody today, and I keep hearing this all day long. You know that all day today, Finn has been with our canoes out in the water all day. It is such a beautiful experience out there, but many, many people coming up to me and sharing the experiences with me, they've been using another word that's not in our language. Can you think what that word is? It starts with a B. Yeah, it's not a boat, it's a canoe. So on Monday, I have made the decision here, if I catch anyone saying a canoe, I am going to be asking you to donate to this organization that Finn is promoting here starting in a couple weeks. All the money raised goes to this very, very good cause. So if I hear you say the B word, you're donating. So I would really, really, really like all of us to really enjoy the day today. I'm going to pass the mic on to my very good friend Finn here for our closing remarks. Thank you all for being with us today. You all have been great. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you, Rod. Thank you, Cease and Desist. That was an awesome way to finish Celebrate BC in Port Moody here. Thanks for everyone who joined, whether it was this morning in the rain with our pancake breakfast, or paddling out on the ocean, which was fantastic. We had a number of canoe rides. All the performers, the vendors, Rod thanked all of our sponsors. We couldn't have done it without everyone pitching in, Success, the volunteers, all of our community effort to bring Celebrate BC here. We hope you enjoyed your day. We hope that you come again next year, but also next Monday, if you are available, come to Coquitlam. Celebrate BC will be at Town Center Park all day from 11 till 7. And we will be having the BC's largest wild salmon barbecue and the BC's fast and furriest. So calling all Corgi and Dachshund Wiener dog owners, if you want to join the race, come out to Coquitlam on Monday. So please enjoy, keep the BC Long Weekend going. This is all about coming together, inclusive, affordable, family-friendly events and festivals. Hope you had a good time. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day.